So, today I'm actually very pleased to have our very first inductee into the Australian BMX Hall of Fame. This person was the first superstar of Australian BMX. This person was an all-round nice guy who was idolised by thousands of young BMXers back in the 1980s. He paved the way for professional BMX as we know it and making a living from racing back in the day. This person toured regional Australia, giving some of the very, very first coaching and demonstration clinics at schools and BMX races. I happened to see this guy do one in the town of Sea Lake in the middle of nowhere back in about 1982. He was a regular writer and contributor to the largest BMX publications back in the day, including a segment in which young kids would write in asking him all sorts of questions, to which he always responded with honest, insightful and inspiring words. This person dominated the sport in the early 80s and kicked off the nicknaming convention back then, and his nickname was Hot Shoe. But above all else, and fitting our criteria for what categorises somebody to be in the Hall of Fame, this person conducted himself on and off the track in such a way that there was never a dummy spit, just a handshake to his fiercest competitors, and always made time to sign autographs for the young kids who flocked to wherever he was. This sportsmanship and character was no more evident than at the 1983 Australian titles, where he was sort of disqualified. But he still managed to shake hands with the competitors, even those who had rallied against him in a protest. Ladies and gentlemen, I am very honoured to name the very first Australian BMX Museum Hall of Fame inductee, Mr. Jamie Hot Shoe Hales. So while Jamie, by the way, knows nothing about this, I've got him up here under false pretenses. A short list of some of your racing credentials. Mr. Hales, thank you. A short list of some of the career highlights here. We've got 1980, number 2, Open Boys. If any of these are wrong, please tell me, but our research says it's right. 1980, Victorian State Champion, Open Boys. 1981, number 1, Open Boys, Australian title. 1981, number 2, Cruiser Class. 1981, JAG BMX World Championships, number 2, B Pro Class. Now, I actually found a video of this, and if you watch the B Pro Class final, it's actually quicker than the A Pro final. So the guys with Stu Thompson and that, this guy was actually quicker. 1982, ABMXA titles, Open Boys Champion. Number 6, Cruiser, Victorian State Champion. 1983, ABMXA, number 2, Open Boys. We'll get to that one. I have video footage of that final that proves it was actually wrong. ABMXA, number 3, Senior Cruiser. VBMXA, number 1, Open Class. 84, number 6, Pro Class. 84, number 1, Pro Cruiser at the national titles. He was inducted into the VBMXA Hall of Fame in 1994, but as I mentioned, that hasn't really gone any further than that. After a bit of a layoff in the sport, he made a comeback in 1998, absolutely blitzed it, winning the Australian titles in the 35 to 39 Masters Cruiser class. And at the 1998 UCI World Championships, he was absolutely caning it and winning out front and came off. Unfortunately made number 8. So just a quick snippet there of some of the achievements of this guy standing next to me. Jamie, would you like to say any words? You don't have to, but...
Thanks, Cam, for the complete ambush on that one. Cam was also not a bad BMX. I don't know if you know, he is also the world champion when he was 8. What year was that? 1983. So, yeah, I feel in good company right here. Look, it's an absolute pleasure and a privilege to be ambushed by you today. I can't tell you how much I love this sport. It's never left me, and I'm probably, I mean, I started racing 37 years ago. And I'm probably older than, that's probably before some of the fathers here were born. That's how old we are. And unfortunately, I couldn't start racing until I was 16. So, because the sport didn't exist before then. We re-raced the very first races. The first race I raced was June the 6th in 1979. So it's the sport back then was just non-existent, and we were like dressed up with no place to go. We had all the bikes, all the gears, and everything, all the equipment, but we didn't have any tracks, so we had to build them. And it's just gives me such a great feeling to see how far the sport has come. All you guys out here today. I've never officially retired. I just have a bit of a gap between races, so there's never any comeback. It's just there'll be another race someday in my future. I currently got a 4-year-old who, if he takes a bit of a keen interest, I probably will throw the leg over a bike at some point. I'm still partial to falling off bikes, as you can see there. I did that about a month ago. So anyway, thank you for that privilege and honour, and I look forward to helping you get that whole Hall of Fame thing going. Thank you.
Thank you, Jamie. And before you go, ladies and gentlemen, part of the BMX Museum is all about telling the stories, having the memorabilia. We'd like to present Jamie with a replica Mongoose Pro Class that he raced in the final of the 1983 Australian BMX titles. And unfortunately, the jersey that he gave to me, my mum cut down so that I could wear it, but I would like to present that back to him today. Your little boy can wear that. So maybe whoever wins the open class today, if you want to have a shot on that, we'll see how the time difference goes, hey? All right, thanks very much, ladies and gentlemen.